voices all the time, man. I like to do it. I used to be better at it, when I was younger, and I always did it. But we're live. We're live with Michael McGlynn. Good to see you, man. Lag free and everything. It's been a little while. You've been a busy man. I've been watching you on your Facebook channel, and always something going on with you. You're a busy man. I love to see it. Welcome again to Doomsday's Krypt.
Oh, thank you so much for having me back, brother. Appreciate it, man. Love seeing you and talking with you, man.
Oh man, I've been excited for this. Ever since our laggy first one, it's like, man, I had so much fun talking to him, but it was so choppy, and I didn't realize 4G just didn't work on StreamYards anymore, and I didn't even realize the house had 5G. So now we're 5G, nice and smooth. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Watch it just lag the whole time after I say that. I wouldn't be shocked. So how you been, man? What you been up to?
Oh man, so much, man. I've been great. You might have saw my post. I've actually gotten signed on to a bunch of projects this summer. Even I was kind of shocked. I kept on saying like, "Oh, this sounds cool." It was like, "Well, would you like to be in?" Well, yeah. And then before I knew, I kind of was, "Wait a minute, I'm doing this. Oh my lord, my summer's booked."
But, that's awesome, though. I'm always glad to see good people getting booked and busy, and their dreams coming true with this acting or whatever they're doing. Whether it's making movies, because you're a producer too, being in movies, my mask makers, my artists, and seeing them doing really well and people loving what they're doing. So it's awesome to hear you got signed and you're just a busy man.
Oh no, and I get to meet a lot of these cool people that you're talking about too, like a lot of these mask makers and creators. I get to meet them. I got to meet a really cool guy not that long ago for Palsy, Travis Miller's latest film that he's doing. I went with him to Cleveland a couple weeks ago, and forgive me, it's Joe Bell or James Bell. I think it's Joe Bell. I apologize for that one. Really cool special effects artist, awesome dude. Did a whole head mold of my head for seeing palsy. I can't say what it is, but all I'm going to say is it's going to be worth the watch.
How cool is that though? Getting all becoming a creature or a monster, or getting becoming something else to add to your acting. I mean, it's got to be so much fun. It's got to give you motivation to be like, oh, I could do this character this way now that I see the way I look.
Oh yeah, I mean, and what I love most is so far I've been very gifted where I've been getting different roles. I was afraid after Bloody Summer Camp. A lot of people came to me like, dude, we loved your Roger character, and then some people will reach out to me like, yeah, we want you to play this goofball or play the stoner or whatever. I'm like, I want to try something else though. What else is out there? And funny enough, let's see, Brad Twigg with Shriek Show was so freaking awesome. I got to be a part of that, and I got to play a redneck cannibal, a killer, a part of this cult. It was so cool. It was fun. I got to work with some really awesome people like Lion Becksworth. He was a part of that. He was in one of the Shriek Show seasons. This last one, the jail one with the spiders. He was in that one. He was also in Wonder Woman 84. He was the opening scene, one of the guys robbing the mall. Really super cool dude, stand-up guy all the way. Love that guy to death. Aces in my book. Brad Twigg and Fuzzy Monkey are awesome people. I love working with those guys. I mean, honestly, them and Slasher 15 are my favorites. That I've really felt like a home with. These guys just bring me in and they make me feel like one of the people. You're not just a member of the cast. You're not here to just do this and that. You're a part of our family. And we even cross promote with Shriek Show in Bloody Summer Camp. You got to look for it. But in Bloody Summer Camp, when you see one of the kill scenes, I don't want to give anything away. All I'm going to say is curling iron. And that's all I'm saying. But after that scene, you stand up, you're going to see a movie poster in the background called Deathboard. That's actually one of Brad Twigg's movies. And if you go and watch Brad Twigg's latest film, Shriek Show, which is, in my opinion, superb, you'll actually see Felissa Rose is in that one. And there's a cameo where she's holding a coffee mug and drinking from it. That coffee mug is the I Survived Camp Trust Fall mugs that we sold for our Bloody Summer Camp gimmick. So
that's awesome.
Yep. And our dishwasher from Boys Summer Camp was actually the DP from Treat Show, Daniel Roberts. Super sweet guy. I love giving that man kisses and hugs all the time.
I love hearing about, like, people teaming up together and really hyping things, together. That's awesome, and it's so good to hear you're having this great experience with them.
Oh yeah, it's just all the more new wonderful people I get to meet. I just worked with Matt Burns and his fiance, soon-to-be wife, Monty Perry. Love them to death.
Well, Felissa Rose, I mean, I think I mentioned to you, I am excited. I'll show you something I got going to Spookala in May that I have that's really cool, since she's going to be there, that I'll be bringing to the table by a pretty amazing artist in the community. So actually a few different pieces, but I got 2 artists that are unbelievable, totally different artists, but both equally, like, will blow your mind with what they do. So it's really exciting to see all these art pieces that I got coming. But Felissa Rose, to get back on subject, was my Sleepaway Camp is one of my favorite horror films of all time. It affected me so much. So very excited about that. Very excited to meet her.
Oh yeah, no, so it's gonna be a blast, man. You're gonna love her, man. She is such a sweetheart.
That's what I always hear, and when I hear stuff like that about celebrities, that goes, that makes it even more exciting to go and meet them at conventions and stuff. And yeah, I've only heard like the best of the best with her. Everybody said it, not just you. She's like genuinely probably the nicest person you're gonna meet. How she is, she's not an act, and if it is, she's fooling everybody that she knows. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm happy for her to see her. She's so busy too.
Oh,
she's in a few movies. She's in another Fuzz on the Lens movie, the new Scream movie coming out. So she's busy. Oh, we got Thomas Bruce. He's making some really, really cool stuff for me at conventions. He does these, and these would be great perks. You doing Indiegogo campaigns? I've been recommending him a lot because he does like keychains and like old school movie boxes, VHS boxes and stuff. I'll show you some of the stuff later, but Bruce, yeah, I'm excited.
Do me a favor, buddy. Hit me up. I have an Indiegogo campaign that's going to be starting next month. I would like to talk to you.
And we also got Camp Crystal Cabin 6 here. He'll be with me. He's at every convention with me. He goes to everyone. He's been to Krypticon. He flew out here to Kansas City for that last year. He makes amazing Jason Hawks. So give him a big shout out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we also got Cindy Sanabria. I can pronounce her name now. It only took me about a week after having her on the show. She's got the special needs horror movie coming out, and I want Horror Able. I told you I got a terrible memory, but I got to give some of the people out here a big shout out. I'm happy to see everybody here. Daniel Cruz, another talented Hawk and Michael Myers mask maker out there.
Oh, I saw some of Daniel's crew work. Actually, I think it was a couple of days ago. I think he posted one of his latest masks, I believe.
He does some wild stuff too. Yeah.
No, really good work, Daniel. Seriously, superb work, man.
He came through in a pinch for me. I needed an H4, and he got it done for me. An H4 because Tom Morgan's going to be at Spookala, and I want to make sure, like when I do a table, I want to make sure I got something for the celebrities that are there, like a really cool piece by somebody or talent in the community, whether it's art. Thomas made keychains for like every single celebrity there, so I'm excited about that. Hello, Midnight Paranormal, good to see you. Long time no see, but I'm so excited for you, man. Being busy, like I said, I started watching the one movie today. I know I got to keep that not hush. You talked about it, but I had to stop. I just didn't have enough time today to watch it. I'll be watching it probably after the stream because I even showed you. I had to stop it and go, I want that tent. I do. That would be so cool to have like a table and have that tent opening where people came in and just have it decked out. I'm not even joking. I'd love something like that down the road. Like have something made like that.
Yeah,
so cool.
I found out too that is actually a legitimate thing. Like that was an actual abandoned carnival that Fuzzy Monkey happened to find for Shriek Show to film that.
If you could give me the address, I might have to go check it out.
buddy.
If that tent's
You let
still
me
there.
know when you're coming. I'm going to come with you.
Yeah. I could use some help camping. I need to make a tent. No, I would buy that. That's that thing was really cool. That was a cool effect. Like, I was really enjoying the movie, and I had to, I got busy. I couldn't finish watching it, and I really wanted to. And then between Walmart and I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow,
Oh,
so yeah, had to get everything done today. So I was ready to take my buddies to Comic-Con tomorrow.
which Comic Con is this?
Kansas City,
Oh, okay.
and you're a comic book guy, right?
Oh,
Somewhat.
absolutely. I heard. I mean, if you're
Garth Ennis is going to be there. So I got the Boys issue 1. I got to get signed.
oh, I love the Boys.
I got Preacher issue 1, and I got 2 issue 2s, and I got a bunch of different Preachers. And because I knew the show was coming out, and I kind of invested in it. I got it cheap, and I was like, oh, Garth Ennis, man, I don't want to spend too much money because I got everything like invested into hitting the road to Florida. That's $1,000 just in gas to get there and back from Kansas City. And I want to make sure I got that. And that's in, knock on wood, no unfortunate stops,
Yeah.
Oh, the last thing I want to do is that. I got everything checked out, so I'm hoping it goes smooth. Oh, thanks, Daniel, for sharing this out. Yeah, he's it's a menace, an 88 menace. Yeah, it's I got to give a shout out to all the people, and even guys like you that I've become friends with, and and get to speak with and have you on the show or support their amazing talents as artists, or like with Daniel doing masks, with Vinny doing all the amazing stuff. Salvador Onofre, my buddy, my dude right there, just battled cancer, coming out strong. He's actually sending me some Texas Chainsaw Massacre that he made, a mask, and I'm not sure if he's sending the apron, but it's really awesome, and I think it's so cool that he's sending it. Awesome friend. And he's been so busy. Cool. Yeah, good dude. Real proud of him. He whooped some cancer's ass. He went through a lot recently, and nothing slows the man down. So I'm really, yeah. He's sending it. He said, yeah, and he got steaks too. Kansas City steaks. Not for me though.
Oh yeah.
I ain't getting that. I like the guy, but I ain't sending him steaks.
You want a meal? Go get a Whopper.
No, actually, you see the houses behind me and stuff that Vinny made. He's got the whole house fire compound that Vinny Cucurata made that actually looks like fire in the dark, and a bust going over it. I'm jealous of the piece, but it's so cool. I told Vinny he's got to make me one. I just didn't have room for it, and Sal wanted it so bad, and I'm so happy he got it because he's got a kick-ass collection. His pumpkin face. Oh my God, I love his pumpkin face. Yeah, Vinny is the man. I mean, he's one of those guys. Like, there's a ton of really talented people out there, but what he does with those houses and stuff and the porches is just amazing to me. But yeah, it's an honor to know all of them. Like Scott Straka behind me with the art, and Michael Toth, I got a bunch of stuff. John Fabonio, I got some of his pieces there. That's why I want to go to Chicago. Robert Englund's going to be there.
Oh, I love the artist so much. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a small shout out to an artist out in Pennsylvania, Victor Bella. Awesome artist. And actually, in Blaze Summer Camp, almost all the art pictures you see in the cabins were his work. He actually did it for us because he was inspired by us. We were all hanging out at one of the cons. I think it was the horror sideshow event in Allentown, PA, and we were all wearing our neon pink and the teal blue Blaze Summer Camp shirts. And he said those colors just were stuck in his head all day long. He went home that night because it was on a Friday. He went home Friday night, and then he actually went from there to make the paintings. Literally came back the next day and goes, guys, I made these paintings for you guys for Blaze Summer Camp. If you want to use them, use them. You want to sell them. They're free. I want you all to have them because I love you guys and I believe in you guys. And of course, we used them and we did one even better. We ended up going to his art gallery after the con, and we went crazy in his art gallery. We bought a bunch of pieces.
It's an addiction. This is an addiction behind me. This is an addiction. And it's a blessing and a curse knowing all these talented people, because every time I see something and you want to support it, it's like I got to get something from this person. I got to get something from this person. I've been lucky enough that, I always love to give shout outs to all the people that have been great. Like Daniel's been awesome. You've been doing some great molds there too lately, Daniel. I mean, how would you have time for models now? He's a busy dude. He's always doing, he's always on the go. Always has something cool that he's working on. All these guys that I know, it's amazing. Like I'm proud of the community, whether it's mask makers or art. I'd love to find some of the pieces I got from Michael Toth. I always call him Toth, but it's Michael Toth, and I have no idea where I know where they are, but I got them packed away, I think, because I'm getting ready to pack everything next weekend to hit the road. Oh yeah. I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, I think you are. I think.
Well, I'm looking forward to going. I'm just not looking forward to packing up and driving there.
Exactly.
Actually, I've gotten good at packing the stuff up. It's not that bad. It's the driving that sucks. I ain't gonna lie. But the events are always a blast. And my parents will be there. My mom will be knocking down over tables with their scooters. It's legendary at conventions now. Have a good joke with everybody who was at the convention. Your mother gonna be there. So it's funny, yeah. Because Phantasm, like I said, I was bringing Beatrice. So that's really cool. And yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. But man, I'm excited for you, dude. I've been just seeing all the stuff you're doing and how busy you are, man. And getting to watch you in films. It's always cool. Like I'll watch these films with my buddies that I take care of. And I'll be like, yeah, I know that guy. He's a cool dude. I mean, I know that guy. I'm gonna be talking to him tonight. And even when I put like these on, they think I'm on actual TV. If I put it on, like play a replay for him, because one of them really loves to look at the horror stuff and he just loves to be a part of it. Like all three of them that I take care of do, but he's just a fanatic. Actually, he's the one who got me started with doing all this stuff. Like, see that clown over there? That was like the start of everything, because my buddy's comic, they got a clown in it, and it was a cover of a comic, and that's like a $15-$20 mask, and a young kid named Immortal Prodigy did it. I haven't gotten any more. He's been busy with school and stuff, but he did that, and it was just kind of a cool thing, and it really all steamrolled from there.
That was good work.
Yeah, if you saw the piece of junk he was working with, it was like a $15, maybe less in the store when it was available, Walmart mask that you find in the thing, and he transformed it with the hair. It was an ugly mask, very ugly.
Yeah, and I think that's one reason too. Like, I love the indie community so much on that level too. It's like, it's not just the writers and the directors and the producers and the actors who get a lot of credit on the scene. I've noticed, like you said, the special effects artists, like the composers. I hear people all the time say, "Dude, that score was awesome," or like, "Dude, I absolutely loved those gore effects. They were so good." And I just don't feel like you hear that out of the mainstream as much anymore. It's all like, like
CGI.
Exactly. I mean, and just, I don't understand. I feel like sometimes some people just don't understand all of the hard work these people do. I mean, they are just as busy as anyone else in the industry is, really. I mean, I have so much admiration because they do all the same things. I mean, they do all the work. They go to the cons. They try to promote themselves. They're going out there, putting themselves out there for movies and everything. And honestly, I couldn't be happier seeing that they all get their just dues and their recognition as well, because they all deserve it. It's not one person that makes a movie. It's a bunch of people.
It's a team. You can't do it alone. Nobody makes it alone. And then, one of the things that I even like with the Doomsday Krypt thing I put, it takes a team to create something. Like I was a sports guy when I was a kid, and I don't care what sport it is. And I always use that concept. Teams win championship, not one good player. It takes a team to do it. And there's so much talent in the community, and if everybody works together, like I said, teams build championships. There's so much, and it's top to bottom. It's not just the writers. It's not just the directors. It's not just the actors. It's the special effects guys. It's the guys who can decorate and do art. Like, I always recommend Vinny with those small scale models, because if you look at it in certain lighting, it looks real. Practical effects, small scale, Star Wars type deal.
Oh yeah.
Where you can get away without a huge set, and you can almost remember in Beetlejuice when he builds the town. Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's the type of stuff that I think gets lost, and there are talent out there that do it. You know,
Oh
Vinny's
yeah.
obviously one of them, but there's talented guys like Daniel, Camp Crystal Cabin 6, who makes the Hawks. Daniel makes Hawks too. He makes Michael Myers masks, and these guys are out there, and they'd love to see their stuff in movies. I know Camp Crystal Cabin 6 is doing some stuff for Never Hike Alone too with Vince DeSante.
Oh,
So yeah,
excellent.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that'll be a good. Vince is a cool dude. We were at Crypticon and he was right by us. Because Mike was he had one table on one end, I had one table on the other end. And yeah, it was cool. I mean, Nick was one of the Nick Vince was one of the nicest people out there. I mean, he was such a good guy.
Um,
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to him. And like the guys I had with me, he was incredibly nice to him. Gave them all Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow DVDs. And I can't praise that guy enough. Well, it's such a good dude.
Oh no! He really is. Funny enough, well, when I was actually the guy who went to go pick up Tom Matthews from the airport when he came to film with us for Go Away,
Oh, okay.
and it was so weird. As you know, for me, I'm a very big talker. I'm a giant extrovert, and I've never had a hard time being that guy. Even with all the celebrities, I'm like, "How's it going? How y'all doing? Is this a great day or what?" And stuff. But for some reason, like when I met Tom Matthews, like I just shut down for a second. My fanboyism just kicked in all of a sudden, like Tommy Travis, and
He's here. He's actually going to be at Spookala too. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
oh, you definitely meet him. Such a nice guy. That guy would not let me fanboy. He got that conversation ball rolling. He just started talking to me.
He seems like a down to earth kind of dude.
Oh, he is. And the best part is, it's not just about horror. Like, he was telling me about his work, the job he does. He does a lot of housing remodeling, but for a lot of big stars. He told me some of the jobs he did, and some of the things he made were like, wow, that's actually really neat. Like I know he made a rotating garage for one person, and I don't know if he wants me using their names or not, so I'm just going to
right.
anonymous.
So he can fit all his cars in there.
Yeah, but yeah, he does a lot of their upgrades. He's done some pretty big names too. I was like, wow. Like, so yeah, like for him doing the movies nowadays, that's just fun for him. He's got a very successful construction business. It's just more he does what he wants to do if he wants to do it, and he loves it and stuff. And he is, like I said, he is such a joy to work with. He was so much fun. We actually like filmed our last night with him. We ended up running a little late, and he was totally cool about it. After we got done, Dave and Russ were like, all right, well, I'm sure you're tired and you probably want to go back and rest, before your flight in the morning and stuff. And without missing beat, Tom goes, well, wait a minute. Isn't all the cast in there like having fun and having drinks? Let's go in there for a little while. And he just went in there, just started powering around with everybody, cracking jokes. I mean, couldn't have been a cooler dude.
That's always cool, though. Hanging with the boys is always good. I want to make sure everybody gets a shout out. Because some of you guys I can't see on Facebook, you can allow StreamYards to actually see you. But I want to give everybody a shout out here because I know some of them are your friends.
Excellent.
We got Daniel Cruz, as I mentioned. We got Dave Silva here, which is really cool to see everybody here. Let me go to the group page. We got Isaac Calverson here.
Oh, hey, Isaac.
We got Sal. We got Jamie Wiseman, Tom Matthews here, some of the cast. Yeah, I mean,
you better know her.
Yeah. Oh, you're in trouble, huh?
If I don't remember, I'm in real trouble.
Big trouble. Hey, do you want to run some of your trailers?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to put it up here so you can tell me which ones to put on for you that you'd like me to put up first, and we'll go there. All right.
Yeah. Let's start with Go Away.
Go Away. There's two trailers. The one from the first one, or do you want to go in order? Show how it worked up, or the most recent trailer?
I would start with the most recent trailer. I felt like that one. Actually, they're both good ones. But I don't know. I like the newest one.
I totally understand.
Yeah. Dave, Kerr, and Amber did such an amazing job. And Owen Young, our DP, absolutely amazing. That guy is so talented. I mean, they're all talented beyond belief.
I just can't believe Mom would get married and not tell us.
You know Sherry. She's not exactly rational in her decisions.
I don't like it. She's in a vulnerable state, and he could be taking advantage of that.
So I'm excited to meet your mom.
Look, I didn't bring you here to meet my family. This isn't a happy reunion for me.
Amy, oh, look at you!
Hey, Heather. How is Mom?
She seems happy.
And what about him?
Chuck? He's odd.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
I do
I
love
found
this
this
trailer.
book with pictures and a jar of hair with my mom's name on it.
Have you taken a look at all the photos around this house?
Oh, why?
Well, I have. These aren't pictures of his family.
Where are you from, Chuck?
Why do you like to ask a lot of questions?
Why don't you like answering questions?
I think it's important for us to stay calm and reasonable.
You all been chosen not for any particular reason, more so by chance. You see, we're gonna play a game. It's a common game. I'm sure you know of it. There's 3 exits in this house. If you can make it past us and get to the exit, you get to live. If not, well, that's where the fun begins.
That's so cool, man.
Oh, thank you, man. I know.
I love the practical effects. I love the practical effects in it. I mean, what I'm seeing, I cannot wait to watch it. I'm pretty sure I backed it. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I got a perk on it. I think I did after I talked to you. I got lost in a lot of the perks that I've done. That was one that I was really excited about. And if I haven't gotten one, I got to get one. Because I really.
Sometime.
Hey, sorry. Somebody got a little plug. All right, let's see.
Get off my page. I'm kidding.
Hey, we'll give Felissa some love since we talked to her, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey guys, I'm Felissa Rose Angela from.
My name is.
Hey guys, I'm Felissa Rose Angela from Sleepaway Camp, and I just wanted to let you know what a magical experience I had working on Bloody Summer Camp. I know you guys are gonna love it. It's so much fun. A camp movie, set in the woods, crazy killer, you know, we can't ask for more. 80s, so 80s. That's what I love about it. So, you know, do what you can here. I hope you can help us make this movie bigger and better, and donate, just share. But just know I love you, and I'm sending you big hugs. I appreciate you. Mwah.
She really is
Hey
the
guys,
best.
I'm Felissa Rose Angela.
My name is Dasan, and I just have a brief. My name is Dasan, and I just have a brief question for you. How much are you being paid to speak?
I don't know how much he's getting paid. That's not what we're looking for here. Come on now.
Answer your question. I'm not being paid to do this. I do it for the love.
Let's see. I hate YouTube lately. I can't. I have no. I have all these troubles with it. It's like, all right, I'm looking for. What are you gonna do? Hold on a second. Let me switch back to StreamYard. Cut it through. Then we can watch me looking down, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Look at me think. You could see the steam coming out of my ears and like the brain swelling from actually trying to have a thought here. Let's see.
Dude, the old Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. All right, I think I got it here. I think we're good to go. So you can pick out another trailer, and then I can run somebody else's real quick.
Let's do one of the Bloody Summer Camps. Yeah,
you want to do both of them? This one first?
Let's do both of them. Let's have fun.
Hell yeah, man. This is what we're here for. Show off your stuff. Your stuff.
He hasn't been gone that long.
I really should never say this, but I think Bryson Campbell you don't find that strange. One of the closest, most dearest to my heart.
You guys still tell the kids that creepy camp legend?
It was my first acting gig. I loved everyone on it. Everyone was so amazing, and it was just a big holiday.
There was a boy here named Mikey.
I can believe it, man. And Camp Crystal Cabin 6 is saying now, shit, that looks great. So I agree with that.
Thank you, Camp Crystal Cabin 6.
On two counselors having sex.
Yeah, and we actually did rent out an actual camp for this one. It was actually a camp for kids with special needs, nonprofit camp, and they were absolutely wonderful to us. And matter of fact, they've actually asked us about trying to organize possibly a viewing out there. A lot of the counselors who actually work at that camp want to see the movie.
That's awesome, though. That's a good thing. You know, I bet you it meant just as much as it meant to you. It meant just that much to them too.
Oh, honestly, I really hope. It's very natural for me. I've got all the movies that I want to work on. I want this my first movie. I wouldn't have felt to do it. It was just kind of like a bucket list thing, and I fell in love with everything about it. I fell in love with the scene. I fell in love with the horror community. I fell in love with everyone at Slasher 15, and then secrets between by that extension, I started meeting other people from like other projects, and like like Brad Twig and Fuzzy Monkey. I got to meet Matt Burns and work with him on KOA. I also met Thomas Tucci. He's actually asked. He brought me on for Heavy Duty Man. And the list just keeps going on. I also worked with Mad Crab Pictures because they knew a guy that I worked with, and he mentioned me. And they were absolutely phenomenal to work with. They actually made a cool Batman fan-made film called Batman Dawn of Fear, free on YouTube. Check it out. The director Corbin, super awesome guy, aces all the way, super cool dude. And then I'm going to be working on another project this summer with a guy I've been wanting to work with, Mark Byrne. He made Remnants and Brazen Impact, which will be making its premiere actually next Friday.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, I mean,
and what's the premiere at? Do you know? Are you going to be at the premiere?
It'll be at the Waynesboro Theater in Pennsylvania.
All right, nice. A lot of stuff going on out there.
Oh yeah, I think it's a great Slasher 15 crew's going out there to show our support too. Myself, our director Dave Kerr, and our DP Owen Young. We're all going to go out there to show our love and our support.
Yeah, man, that's awesome to hear. It's always good to hear about the love and support and the quality of these trailers, man. I'm telling you, they're no joke. And you got some icons, like you said. And there's Tom Matthews, Melissa Rose. I mean,
Tuesday
for me, it's like, I swear, both of them are the busiest people right now on the indie scene. I mean, they are everywhere. And
Dave Sheridan too. He's popping up.
Dave Sheridan, yeah. I mean, I love it. I personally love to see it. It's so cool. And it's awesome to see that they're having that opportunity again to do what they love to do. And really, the 80s slasher has made such a big comeback.
It really has.
Or, yeah. And I think that fits perfect into indie. Not saying you can't do more serious and dramatic stuff too, but I think horror just fits. I mean, horror's always kind of been indie.
It really
has.
Even back in the day, a lot of stuff that we look at as mainstream now, back then could have been considered indie. I mean, the first Friday
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
perfect example.
Halloween '78.
Yeah,
those had no budgets.
Exactly, and now look where they're at now. I mean, they're pretty much the holy grail of some of our favorites.
They the biggest influences in horror ever.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I love most about like this whole thing is like, back then watching it and being a fan to now going back and watching, like, I actually worked with those people. They're awesome. It's so.
What do you think of the Batman? I'll let you answer and I will answer myself. I haven't really mentioned it too much. I have commented So anybody who's seen my comments, I was gonna do a video on it, but I didn't want to be out of a bad fan. So I was the bad fan. The bad fan.
I might be in the small minority. I'm team Batfleck or a Batfleck.
Okay.
I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he did a killer job.
I thought the Snyder Cut, he was fantastic, and I actually liked it when he wasn't so ripped. Like you could tell, he kind of lost. It just kind of gave him more. I did. The Snyder. I didn't like. I'm not going to blame Ben Affleck for the movie's qualities that I in some of them, but I did like the Snyder Cut a lot, and I thought it really shined him as Batman compared to the other ones.
And that right there is such a good example, like you just mentioned right there, of a difference of letting a director follow through with his vision and versus studio interference. Because the Josh Whedon cut that studio interference got involved in, for me, it's one of the lower end of all comic book movies. I'm not going to say it's the worst of the worst.
There's always Batman and Robin.
There's Batman and Robin. There's always Steel. And
I got bad nipples. I poke out people's eyes. It won't kill them, but it sure will hurt.
Yeah. But then Snyder's Justice League, for me, it's in my top 3 for favorite all-time comic book movies.
Like, I thought people were kind of like, oh, get over the Snyder Cut. But I was so glad it came out because I'm not, like, I am a DC, and I'll watch the Marvel movies. I'll watch all of them. I'm more of especially with DC, I like a Batman movie to be a Batman. I like a Superman movie to be a Superman movie. I'm not a Justice League kind of guy, but that was good. I enjoyed it. Just because, unless Batman has a big plan. And as far as the Batman goes, I know some people praise it as their favorite. I thought it was boring. I rewatched it again, and I still kind of had to stop. And I watched it in the theater, and I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's the worst of the worst, but I'll take the Nolan trilogy. And I'll take the first 2, the Batman and Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. I'll even take the old, Adam Wee. I mean, Adam West, camp, because I grew up on that when I was a kid. Even when I saw Keaton's Batman, I was kind of like, this is not the Batman I watched as a kid on TV. So it was just different. Even when the Hulk came out and Lou Ferrigno wasn't playing, I was like, all right, well. But now I get it a little bit more. But everybody's comparing the Batman to 7. I thought they'd figure out the most ridiculous things, and then they can't figure out things like translation and stuff. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't watched it, but the car chase scene was pretty good. Batman Begins is probably one of my favorites. I really can watch that a lot. I mean, The Dark Knight gets a lot of more love, but I'll put those in any order. I can watch the Nolan trilogy, even the Dark Knight Returns. I was fine with that one. I'm a big Tom Hardy fan. I thought it was the best Bane I'd seen on camera.
Oh yeah,
not that there's been much to compare it to. Look, I'm Mr. Freeze, and there's somebody even stronger than me in this movie. I feel so small.
But no, I definitely agree with the Dark Knight series, man. That was a well-written one. I've even made the argument that you could have almost put half a dozen different actors in that role that Christian Bale got, and I think the movie would have been just as successful because the writing in that story and the villains they had and the build-up to them. I mean, Liam Neeson, I thought, was a phenomenal. Cool.
I think Christian Bale, it's kind of like a trend to hate on him. I get they didn't. But at least you tried to put on a different voice. When in the Batman, it was mostly, and I'm not even going to knock the actors in the movie. I just found the whole. I'm cool with a detective Batman, and being a detective, but God, it's like they'd figure out the toughest things in 2 seconds, and then social media. Whoops.
Facebook got you again.
Oh boy. If I only knew there was social media.
Imagine how you brought up a very good point now, just with the age of social media. Imagine how hard it would be to try to be the Riddler nowadays. Like, riddle me this. All right, hang on.
I just didn't like it. I didn't buy it. I mean, I found it just boring. Yeah, everybody loved the highway chase scene was pretty interesting, and I did like what's his name? Because he looks so different. I thought he was fantastic in the Batman. He was the only character I was like, wow, this guy's really got some range of. Oh, what's his name? And I can't even remember the name of the character. I want to say he was Falcone, the one who played Falcone.
Oh yeah, the one from Dexter, the one who played Batista in Dexter.
Yeah. I don't know. I never watched Dexter. I still got to catch up on that. I've been just so. I want to see Dexter. I know. So late on it, but it's so hard to catch up things.
And it's a long series too.
I like, they say Bale is mean. I think you just got some clips of him being irritated on set and expecting more. Everybody has a bad moment. I'm sure, but I think Christian Bale's done some amazing movies. I think he's a fantastic actor. And
oh yeah,
I don't hate his Batman as much as everybody else does. I mean, it's always fun imitating his voice for me. At least he tried to change it. Pattinson, there was no difference. Even like him and Commissioner Gordon, it felt like the same actor. Because the way they talk to each other, if you closed your eyes, you wouldn't know who was speaking because they were speaking in the same tone, the same, like, it just didn't, I don't know. Everybody was praising the city. I thought the city was kind of boring.
Yeah.
I even thought, Wayne Manor was pretty boring. And you didn't really get to see much of it that I remember. The Batmobile was cool if it wasn't a Batmobile. It was a cool muscle car, and I did enjoy the chase scene, but it's Colin. I want to say Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah, played the Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin. Yeah, he was good, man. He was good in the movie. Like I found that to be the most interesting character in the movie.
He's one of those guys too, along with Bale. I think that guy gets entirely way too much hate. I think he's actually a pretty solid actor. What he did in Fantastical Beasts, the very first one, I thought was nothing short of amazing. I loved the remake of Fright Night. I thought that was absolutely a fun watch. And I would dare I say it, comparable to the original. I'm not going to say it's better than the original, but it's comparable to the original. I felt, at least, personal opinion.
Yeah, Dan Kyle was really good in Jason Rising.
Oh, yes. I actually caught that one a few months ago. I was a fan. I was a big fan of that one. I definitely liked the story. I loved the cameo from Adrienne King. She's so awesome. Funny enough, she was the very first person I ever met at a HorrorCon. It was Scares for Care charity weekend out in Williamsburg, Virginia. My wife and I, that was the first one she met, and I couldn't have been happier. She was my first one because she was so sweet, and she was one of those people like we had her sign like a machete in our Camp Crystal Lake sign, and she was just making all these fun photos, like photo bombings with us and with it. She kept on taking the machete, making try and look like she was going to cut my wife's head off and stuff. I mean, just a really fun person. So
it's always great when you can have that experience at a convention and somebody just leaves that lasting memory for a fan. I always love hearing those stories. It's kind of like CJ Graham kind of left a good memory there because he was so funny. When I went to him, it was a Sunday, and I went over to him, and he just like as soon as I just had a few things for him to sign, and I was, I didn't expect him to want to sit there and talk. And he knew the security guards, and we became friends with the security guards there. But he went up just. Before I could even say, hey, what's going on? He just started talking about stories and getting in, like if he was in a barroom fight. I always say this one because it was so funny. I'm going up to him, holding the stuff. It's almost like, hey, dude, are you going to sign this stuff? I got to go back to my book. No, I'm just kidding. But it was cool though, because I got there and he's just talking. He's like, oh yeah, keep telling. And I've told this story before, so anybody's been here, but it's like, there's two things that are going to happen if I get into a barroom fight. They're going to get their ass kicked by an old man, or they're going to beat up a senior citizen. Either way, they lose. He was just funny. He was just talking like, oh, nobody's going to mess with you, CJ, not with us around. But it was cool that he just started shooting the shit. Like, he was just having a conversation. I was like, oh, man, all right, can I put this down? And I'll just pull up a chair. We can talk for a little bit. No, he was cool though. I had a good experience. That's why it'll be cool to get my Part 6 signed by Tom Matthews too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that'll
be cool.
Yeah, no, I like I said, he was such a super cool dude. I mean, I can't say enough things about him. Man, like I said, Go Away. Like I was really surprised with Go Away, the list of celebrities we end up getting involved in that one.
Yeah, and that looks fantastic, dude. That really looks good, man.
Yeah,
I still got to play the other trailer for that one, but what was I gonna say? Well, Part 6, Friday 13th, was the first one I saw. So Tom Matthews is really the first hero I saw in a Friday the 13th movie. I rented Part 6. I think I thought it was a different part because I didn't know how to read Roman numerals as a kid. But I liked the cover on it. I mean, like, I'll get this one, and it worked out great. I watched it on like an old camcorder because I was driving to Canada for hockey. My dad was driving, and he wanted to videotape Johnny playing hockey. So he bought the video camera. I just was there the whole time, just headphone watching one eye in black and white, watching a Part 6. Like, hey, it's horseshit.
We were happy too. We didn't care.
No, it was great, dude. It was an experience. Hell, TV in the car, in the custom Cruiser station wagon. Come on, in the grocery getter.
Especially if it was like the station wagon from like National Lampoons and stuff. Like, I mean, that's just.
Oh, you just needed that song. Oh, Holiday Road just playing. No, those are great times with my dad because it wasn't, we had the family trips to the custom cruiser with the sisters, but arguing with the other sisters, but it was like time me and my dad got to go out and just kind of me and him do that father-son bonding thing, and it was always fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Via Neal was really cool at Krypticon. I didn't get a chance to see her as much. It was hard to get to that end, but Via Neal was really cool, and one of my guys is a huge Star Trek fan, and she was in Star Trek, I think Voyager. So he had all the stuff she had to get that. Zach Galligan, it was the same thing. He didn't care about the Gremlins or anything like that. He was like, I want the Star Trek you were in picture. It was funny when we talked to him. He's like, oh, yeah, I wasn't even going to bring it. I'm so glad I did. So many people, loved it. Because Via Neal, I mean, Beetlejuice. I was like, oh, come on. You don't want You want, okay, Star Trek. That's what the man loves. And Comic-Con's got a few Star Trek characters tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun to kind of go. That's the only reason, like, it was like, all right, we're going to go. Because the guest list isn't terrible on it, but it's not like one that a person, like Ralph Macchio is going to be there. That's cool. Zach from Saved by the Bell is going to be there, which is cool. There's some decent guests, but I'm looking forward to meeting Garth Ennis. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to throw him away money on autographs. It's only $5 for autographs from him. So I'm like, yes. Yes, my wallet's hurting, and here this comes. I got to leave next week to go to Florida. I could deal with $5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we saw her at the hotel too, Via Neal. That's right, before she left. She was really nice. She was really, really cool. Yeah.
There's no reason I love
Tom Matthews
so much.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much fun, man. I've had some. What's that?
Oh, and all the celebrities actually mingle with you too. It's like, it's not like just at the con. I mean, when I went to Monster Mania, I kid you not, when me and my wife parked, we had a bunch of stuff with us in the sign, and we had these suitcases. We were completely overloaded, and we weren't thinking right. And this entourage of people started coming over, and there was one tall guy in the back of them, and they're like, "Hey, you look like you're all really busy here. Like, do y'all want to handle carrying that stuff?" Like, really? That'd be so great. And sure enough, when we got closer to light, the guy in the background, the tall man coming up behind the entourage who's with him, it was Tony Todd.
Oh, nice.
And here I am meeting Tony Todd for the first time in the parking lot. I have an Ashy Slashy puppet in on my hand because we're going to meet Bruce Campbell that weekend. And this guy goes off like, "Is that a sex puppet?" Oh, y'all some freaks in here, aren't you?
Did you say Candyman?
Yeah,
did you repeat Candyman? Did you kept repeating it, and there comes Tony Todd behind you?
And he was so fun too. I mean, like,
I've heard great things about him too.
Oh yeah, that guy's got a steel mind trap. Like, I got to say, when I went to go get my autographs from him in line, there was a gentleman in there in front of me. This guy came up to him, and I kid you not, my wife and I were both like, I can't believe this guy knew this. But I thought it was almost a funny gimmick, but it was true. Like this guy, like goes, "Oh, hi, Mr. Tyne," and Tony right off that goes, "Wait a minute, weren't you at this con I was at about 6 months ago out in Texas?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was there." He goes, "Yeah, you had me sign some of your Candyman stuff there, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah." And we're like, I can't even remember things I did this morning. And this guy is talking about someone he met in passing at a con 6 months ago and recognized him.
That is so cool. Some people are like that though. And I've noticed like it's the celebrities are great to meet, but not only that, when you go to a convention, the people that you meet. Like the guy Anthony Greco from Phantasm, the guy who runs it, became like great friends with the guy now, and I got to give him a shout out because he's been a great friend. He just brought in the Fear Street. I promised him I want to make sure I let it be known the Fear Street, the slashers from Fear Street are going to be there, so that's pretty cool for anybody.
That's cool. I was a big fan of that series. That was a good series.
It was a lot of fun, and I thought the slashers were great. Like 78 was my favorite because it was kind of had that old. I love a good camp horror. The other ones are good. They were really good. Kind of Scream in the first one, but with some twists, and the second one kind of Jason, but with twists. And the third one was kind of. It almost felt like. Well, it definitely had the Salem witches kind of the vibe to it, and with a twist. And then it almost had a Stranger Things kind of ending vibe to it. If something along those lines, but in the 90s. But it was, I enjoyed it. I loved.
I did too.
I'm excited about the slashers because I thought that a lot of them had some really, really cool, iconic looks. So I had to give that a shout out.
Oh, yeah. And even Slashers, the TV series, that's a good one too. I've actually become a big fan of that one.
I just started watching the new Krypt show on TV, and I'm loving it. Like the first episode, Tobin Bell, Giancarlo. Oh, they got Gus Fring.
It definitely presents nostalgia, especially when you go back and watch the old Krypt shows. And you're like, oh my god, you see all these icons, showing up.
Well, I loved Krypt show as a kid. I didn't even because I just finally got Shudder. I know I'm late on it, but I've been busy watching Tubi films and Plex, and it's like, oh, I see all these things, but there's some stuff on Shudder that I'm really glad I got Shudder that I can't see anywhere else. Like I'm watching the Crystal Lake Memories. That's like 6 hours. I love hearing all that stuff, man. I love it. It's like I've almost become, and I've had a few people doing documentaries, like with Horror Able, and another one's doing Dookie Fly Swatter. I had him on. It's a band from the 80s, and kind of with the Green Jelly bands, that kind of stuff, like horror on stage, which was a lot of fun. The trailer was a lot of fun for that. So give him a shout out. So I mean, I love documentaries, and when I can see the insides of some of the stuff going on, I have a lot of fun with it. Yeah. The Gacy just came out on Netflix, so
I need to
gotta watch that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, he smoked like I didn't get a chance to hang out. I was so busy my first weekend, and I had my hands full, like at Crypticon. Mike will tell you, like, I was kind of restricted with what I could do because I had people coming up and outside my individuals to take care of too that were with me. So it was hard to get away. Mike would come and watch the table for me once in a while, but it just got so busy, which was good. I had so much fun. I mean, people coming up. We were right by Michael Biehn.
Oh,
Terminator, yeah, what a cool deal. Jennifer Blancbean was so nice. She gave the guys T-shirts, and then we were right by.
Jennifer Blanco is so awesome and so cool.
Oh, she was a sweetheart. She was so nice. Her and Michael was really cool too. He was a really nice guy. I mean, I spoke with him. He answered. I go, "What was your favorite thing to film?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I gotta say, Aliens was, even though Tombstone. I actually had some Tombstone posters and stuff, so those went fast." And yeah. And then we were right by Tyler Mean and Scout Taylor Compton. Terry Kaiser wasn't that far away. I didn't get a chance to run into him. Dee Wallace was there. She was supposed to be at Comic-Con tomorrow. I was looking forward to her, Dee Wallace, being there. But Yeah.
So
she was
much,
really
so
cool.
many great films that woman's been in that are just so close to my heart. Like, and even non-horror ones like E.T. Even, it's like, I mean, like E.T., The Hills Have Eyes, The Howling. I mean, it's like the list goes on with her. It's like, gosh, she's just absolutely amazing.
Now Tony Todd now remembers Michael McGlynn as the puppet guy. Hey, I don't remember your name. I'm just gonna call you Spanky. Hey, it's a sock puppet guy.
Hey, sock puppet, make him talk.
It was a great event, and Sabwana, thank you for listening. Sabwana's great. She's always so supportive. Gotta love her.
Sabwana.
Yeah, let's watch. We didn't watch this trailer yet, did we? Oh, you can't see, but here. Let me switch it off because I'm enjoying the trailers too, man. I always have a blast when you come on. I've been looking forward to having you back on for a while.
Oh, thanks, bro, man. I love coming on here and hanging out with you, man. You're just so much fun to hang out and talk with, man.
I appreciate that. We had a great talk the last time. The problem was I was lagging the whole time. It was like I couldn't tell if I couldn't hear you at times because it was cutting out. But we didn't watch this trailer yet, did we?
No, I don't think
we watched the first one.
Yeah.
We watched that one. We didn't watch this one. So I think everybody was really enjoying the trailers as was I. So let's.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is actually our official distribution trailer. We signed with Gravitas.
Oh, nice, man!
He hasn't
I'm
been
really
gone
looking
that
forward
long.
to this.
You got a kid in a wheelchair that just Houdini'd out of your camp, and you don't find that strange.
Hey, do you guys still tell the kids that creepy camp legend?
Legend? What legend?
Some time ago, there was a boy here named Mikey. He used to spy on girls when they were in the shower. So they decided to teach him a lesson.
This is your fault! I didn't do anything! Should I gut you too?
Well, you want to fight about it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, that will always hold so close to my heart. I really love that one. I mean, I love all the projects I do, and like I said, they know that's no downgrade to any of the
she
projects.
ran to Matthew Lillard.
I put it up. I should watch theirs too. Crossing the
Yeah,
streets.
let's. Yeah, hey, I'm giving you a little shout out, a little bit of love over there. Let's see. We're here, so I'm going to go over here because I don't want to play somebody else's content, upset them, But Return of Slasher Nurse premiere date.
Oh, that was actually Return of Slasher Nurse was Dave's second movie he did. Funny story that I actually was trying to get into that movie, and that's when I first found out about Dave. What my next door neighbor was actually going to be in the Curses. I'm sorry, not Curse, but in the sequel, Return of the Slasher Nurse. Curse was his first one. Return was the second. I was trying to get into a Return, and I hit up Dave. I was like, "Hey, I always wanted to be in a horror movie. I wanted this so bad. I'd love to do it. Can I?" And Dave's like, "I hate to break this to you, man. We wrapped up filming a few weeks ago." I'm like. Oh,
well, you learn so much too as you go on. I mean, how much have you learned over the years of doing this? I mean, I know personally, I've learned a lot. Like from the start, when I started doing just even what I was doing, to now, you get more settled, more comfortable.
Oh, exactly. I mean, and anyone out there who's always who wants to make that same transition, all I can say on that one is seriously, You're going to hit some hurdles along the way. You're going to trip and fall down at times. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. Because I tell you right now, there is a light at the end of that tunnel. You just got to keep walking towards it. And I've had a few setbacks myself, and all I kept on doing was kept plugging away, kept on working harder, and it's done me pretty good so far. So I'm pretty happy and content.
Well, I noticed it's one of those things too, where you get your foot in the door, and people get to know you, and obviously not everybody's going to love you, but you get to make friends, and they know what you can and can't do, and it's like, oh yeah, Mike McGlynn, let's bring him in. He's going to come and give it his all. He'll be there. He's consistent, and he's a fantastic actor and talent, and an awesome guy in the community. So big props to you, man. I love seeing how you're posting all over the place. I always make sure I try to like them. Usually Facebook shows it to me like 5 days later whenever I get a post. Thanks, Facebook.
Hey, better late than never.
I just got a happy birthday from 6 years ago from somebody. It just popped up in my notifications. Thanks. Appreciate it. Happy 30th. What the?
30th?
30th.
Wow.
That was many non-grays ago.
Yeah. Oh, don't I know it?
I should just shave this and it just hide the grays. Just go with the old handlebar. It looked bad,
Oh yeah, I kind of like it though, man. It has more personality, I think.
Gives it a little skunk, Maybe if I blacken this up a little bit, really go Johnny Skunk. Change Doomsday's Krypt to Johnny Skunk. Welcome to Johnny Skunk's broadcast.
Oh, even better, like do the whole black around there and maybe do a little black side here and make the white come out look like fangs or something.
Yeah. Oh, when it first started coming in, that's what it looked like, the whites. If it grow out, they'd come out longer. It looked like I was going to bite somebody's neck.
Awesome.
Well, that was going on. I think no girl would kiss me for a while because they were afraid I was going to, sneak with a chin bite or something. Like, oh, what's up? Good blood. Yeah, now it's just it's coloring itself, man.
Oh, awesome. Hey,
I can't call it light blonde anymore. Shave it down.
It's an off blonde color.
It is. It's a natural old man blonde. Just for men.
Trust me, I've had some people like, "Oh, Mike, I can't believe you're 44 and you don't have any gray hair in your hair." I was like, "Oh, no."
That's just because I cut it out the ones that you don't see. It's like there, you get some wings as you get older. It's like,
oh yeah. If I didn't dye my hair, I would look like Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. I kid you not.
If I shave my face, I got a baby face. I mean, that's where all my gray really is so far. So far. It's kicking in though. Like in certain lighting, if you see my hair, it looks dark now, but it'll be like, I took one picture. It's like, holy shit! Look at all them grays in there. Woo-hoo! I went to my barber the other day to get a trim. He's like, "Oh," I go, "I don't know what's going on. These gray hairs. They just, can you cut them down?" I don't get it. He's like, "It's getting old." I don't want the truth from you. I want you to cut my hair.
I feel like it's like the perfect time that we should be pushing a promo for like Rogaine, our hair club for men. Hi. All this gray being spoken.
Do you have grays? Today's broadcast is brought to you by Just for Men. What is it? Just for Men?
Just for men.
Just for men. And also Viagra. For the times you just can't make it up.
Trust me, when you get older, it is true. The ink does leave the pen. Oh God.
I got a flat tire.
Oh God. Oh man.
Oh man, but dude, you're the type of dude I could talk to all night, and hang out. But I got Comic-Con tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man.
Brother, we got to do this again, and we got through the lag. Now we got to get you on again a lot sooner because I love hearing your stories a bit and love hanging out. So you're always welcome. If I got like a day where You want to come hang out and you're around, dude? We'll come hang out and talk. I'll bring like Vinny, Camp Crystal Cabin 6 on. I'll bring Daniel Cruz on, a few of us, and we'll just hang out and talk and shoot the shit.
Hell yeah, I'd love to, man.
Yeah, I'm down. You know, drink some Monsters. Can't drink alcohol. I'm always at work, but brought to you by Monster. The only way an old man gets out of bed.
When coffee just don't cut it no more.
I'm gonna get all these sponsors. It's crazy. Instead of these posters and stuff, I'll have Viagra hanging up and Just for Men and all the fun stuff that also old people go through. Depends. It's a nice broadcast brought to you by Depends.
They really need to come up with like a Viagra zombie apocalypse kind of commercial.
Some people like a combination of rum and coke, but we like a combination of Viagra and Depends. Followed up by Just for Men. But hey, thank you guys, everybody who came in. Mike, hey man, I appreciate you coming on with me. It's been too long since we got a chance to hang out, and it was nice to actually talk without like it freezing every 2. But no, thanks so much. And then thank you everybody in the chat, Savannah, Mike, Daniel Cruz, everybody who was here. I don't want to forget anybody, but thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. Tomorrow night, I don't want to butcher her name, but Sahala, I hope I'm saying her first name right. I'm not even going to try to say the last name. I'm going to practice it tonight. But she did. She's a special effects person.
Ooh. And
she's doing the special effects on Voorhees, Night of the Beast, and the look for James Stokes, who's playing Jason Voorhees in that movie. She did that outfit, and she was up for an award for it. We were trying to help her get to. I think she hit 5th on it, but I'm looking forward to talking to her about what she does and her special effects and everything going on. She seems really cool, and like I said, I'm excited to meet her. She does a lot of work with Jason Pitts, fantastic filmmaker. He's doing the Alone Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really cool dude. I've had him on a few times, so that'll be tomorrow night. And again, Michael, thank you, dude, and best of luck with everything. Keep staying busy, man. Keep me updated.
Oh, I sure will. I mean, thank you, man, for having me on, and thank all the wonderful projects for hiring me and letting me do what I love doing. And definitely check out all my works that are coming out. I got a big one coming out next month, running Indiegogo on. It's for Brad Twigg. He's doing a sequel to Killer Camp Out called Killer Camp Out Part 2.
I know how much you praise Brad Twigg. I sent him a friend's request. We're buddies now.
Oh,
we're like best friends now. No, I'm glad I reached out to him, and I haven't messaged him yet, but it was really cool that I'm enjoying his stuff. I'm looking forward to learning more about his films and really paying attention to what he's doing. As with you.
All right.
You praise him.
Giving a shout out to my love and my family, Slasher 15, Dave Kerr, Amber, Owen, all the cast and crew that have been a part of our projects. You guys are, like I've said in all of our posts, I mean it all every time. They are family. I love them to death. My house has always been open to any of them. If they ever came by town or just need somewhere to rest their head for the night, my door has always been open to anyone I've ever worked with, and always will be.
Awesome, man. I'm so glad you're having this amazing experience in your life, especially like we're in our 40s, and to be able to enjoy stuff like this. And we don't get into the partying like we used to. Well, maybe we still do, but it's good to have those friends and those experiences and what you're doing. I mean, I'm excited for you. I can tell you're having so much fun with it and you're loving doing it.
Oh, I do.
I mean, that's awesome, dude. It's so cool seeing people living out their dreams and on to bigger and better, even bigger things for you, dude. I believe that. And I'm definitely rooting you on, and I'm a fan too. Also a friend, but a fan. So keep it up, brother. And keep me updated on everything. We got to talk more. We definitely check up on you every once a week or something. Yeah. See what's going on, what project to get hired on next. But again, thank you, everybody. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be sore and tired, And hopefully I'll have some footage to upload from Comic-Con too. So that'll be a good time. And I guess peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.